what are your expectations for the movie?
And we don't have any expectation, but based on the trailer, it looks wonderful. It looks great. So, yeah, I hope it's going to be good.
Well, actually, I saw it in its raw footage, so I assume that it's much more a finished product now.
From the preview, it seemed like it's going to be a very interesting movie.
Well, the version we saw was a very early cut. It was really good, and had some stuff that they wanted to work out, and they showed it to myself and a bunch of other filmmakers to get our opinion before they showed it to the public. And we gave them some advice, and they told me that they were making a lot of changes. And I heard that they went to Africa and shot a whole bunch of stuff. So that's I'm excited to see how it's transformed from what we originally saw.
I'm here to see brilliant filmmaking. I'm expecting to see something captivating, a good story.
The director, the actor, my man.
June, how did you get the idea for the story?
Basically, I think Lucky and I, we had gone to Nigeria and wanted to shoot another movie called Faces of the Coin. And when we went there, we found out it was more than we could deal with. And we came back home and we sat down in my living room and we said, okay, we don't have endless amount of money, we have to shoot something really poignant, few characters and all that. And we started talking and we got to how we came to Canada. We are immigrants here, we knew friends who have come and their stories and all that. And we said, let us talk about immigration, but I knew we needed another story to tie it up. We wanted to fuse the two cultures, that's the African culture where we come from, and the Western culture where we are now.
And I'm just going to chip in that the cast, the other members of the cast and the crew members are the best one can ever work with. And we can't forget their selfless work in this film, in bringing it to life. Yes, Jude and I carried it from inception into getting into production, but without them, we couldn't have made this film. So, it goes out to the crew members.
It's really a dark piece, and I think it fits with the character because he gets to understand what he's done with his life, and I think that adds to it. I think that at least projects the hope that he felt, and projects the hope into the future. One of the early things I did is I went to see cancer, people dying from cancer. I'm connected, I have a connection to the medical faculty here at the university, and I saw a fellow who was in his 40s who was recently diagnosed. He'd been living with it for about 6 months. And I also saw someone who was in his 70s who had mere months to live. And I just sat and talked to them and got a feel of some sort of a transition from living with cancer. And it had a profound effect on me. But I would just like to say that these two young fellows are excellent to work with, and they're also I think a wave of the future that Canada really needs, that Toronto really needs, because they're selfless in their ability to work with people. They respect everybody. It was an enjoyable experience.
I just want you guys to really pay these two men tribute. First and foremost, Ken doesn't smoke. He's never smoked in the movie. All that smoking you saw, he was acting. Number two, we actually needed an Obina. We had castings that were really looking for an Obina, an African and Nigerian, and we couldn't find. And I looked at Lucky and I said, Lucky, you act. Can you direct and can you act? And just with that word, Lucky took that challenge, and you guys see what he did like that.
Hi, you guys are smiling, so I'm assuming you enjoyed the movie.
Yes, very, very much. Very good movie.
So what did you think of it?
It was very good. I've been to a lot of film festivals, and usually I get kind of disappointed because it was a low budget movie, but this one it was interesting.
I thought it was great. It was really inspirational, and the great thing about it was that it left you thinking about a lot of things. So a lot of times when you go to movies, you kind of just go, it's just like, for the entertainment, but this was art.
What about you?
It's true. There was a lot of diversity within the film itself, as well as it brought up a lot of controversial issues that aren't really addressed these days. So it was interesting to see that, and the acting was great as well, and the whole idea and the plot itself was something that's unique out there, and I think it would be great for the industry.
I liked it. I definitely thought the stuff they added was definitely added to the story, and they definitely tightened up the edit from the last time we saw it, and it was really amazing. And I brought a friend who hadn't seen it before, and he was really impressed with a lot of the elements of it. So
this is my third time seeing the film, and I gotta say, each time it gives me shivers because I think it's such a powerful film.
It was an exceptional flick, very dark and it was almost, I was very surprised. I came here, I was pretty tired, I didn't get much sleep, but I came here, stayed awake for the entire flick, and it was just absolutely amazing.
I think it was pretty good. I mean, normally you see so much bad stuff. It's refreshing to see something good, something with like a meaningful theme.
It was nice to see a collaboration between, whites and blacks with an African, connection there. And the actors did pretty well.
From the first time I've seen it, this cut is far superior. The editing that it went through, the addition of the music is fabulous, fabulous.
The role of Obinna is one that resonates with a lot of immigrants in Toronto and in North America, as well as the outside world. And the issues that he's dealing with is one of paramount importance.
I think you gave a texture and a real life presentation that most people's association is the newspaper. They read something about somebody being a refugee who's lost his status, who has to be deported, and it's merely a headline. This really shows you the human toll.
I thought it was excellent. I loved the movie, and I loved the whole twist, the suspense, everything.
I wrote the movie, I produced it, so everything was my favorite. Every acting was my best.
I didn't have so much expectations when I came. I knew it would be a very good movie, but this blew my mind.
And it was well done. Lucky did a great job. Jude did a great job to producing it, and I think it's a movie everybody should watch, for the issues discussed and also for the quality of the acting.
The story was well told. It fused, the African story as well as the Canadian, and then it just brought a whole new light. It's a far cry from what we're used to, like having a Nigerian director, producer, produce such quality is good.
I think it was great. The storyline was very good, and it was funny. It touched the right spot: humor, emotion, sympathy. I liked it.
It was wonderful. I almost cried. It's unbelievable.
This is not the only screening in Toronto. It will be screened at the Fox Theatre on November 22nd. It will be it will be screening at the NFB that's John and Richmond, December 13th. It will also be back here in East Town Hall, December 20th. So that's on Saturday. It's actually the premiere, the main official premiere, and that's at 4 p.m. Fox Theatre down at Queens, the Beaches. So just go Google it up. You find out where the place is. Come out, support us, support our vision. Let's show the world that we can do it. That Nigeria, we're not just known for the bad things, we're also good.
And yes, we can. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, yes, we can.